ways to get ripped without giving up your favorite foods. Now guys, listen, I know this sounds crazy because there's a ton of trainers out there that'll tell you sell your soul to chicken and broccoli diet or give up meat or do all this craziness. But I'm here to tell you guys, you can eat whatever you want to eat and still look good. But I'm gonna show you the right way on how to do it in this video. Now, if you find the video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Let's get to the action. Number one, flexible nutrition. Guys, listen, I used to be the guy who used to believe that all I was supposed to do was just eat chicken and broccoli and brown rice every single day of the week to be able to get lean and shredded, you know, and I got bored, I got tired of doing it, you know what I'm saying? And after so long, I just found myself doing a lot more research because I knew there had to be a better way. And then I started, you know, that back around the time when Instagram came out, I started seeing certain trainers, like big time influencers that were, you know, eating waffles, eating pancakes, eating, you know, French toast, things like that. And I'm like, man, how in the world are these guys ripped as they are and lean as they are eating this kind of food? Because I didn't know. And so, you know, I went down this rabbit hole of just learning, doing a lot of research, buying different books. You see this big ass bookshelf behind me, right? And so I wanted to learn. Like whenever I don't know something, I'm one of those type of people, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to learn that thing. I get super laser beam focused to learn that thing. And so, you know, I came across this whole flexible nutrition stuff. And basically, in a nutshell, here's how it works. What I use is something called the 80-20 rule. All right, guys, so 80% of the time, I'm gonna eat healthy and clean, I'm eating spot on. And then the other 20% of the time, I'm gonna eat me some tacos, I'm gonna drink me some old fashioned or tequila, you know, I'm gonna eat me a burger, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be disciplined. What happens to a lot of guys is they start eating this kind of stuff, but then it just spills over into the whole week. You know what I'm saying? So instead of having, you know, cheap weekends, you want to just have a cheap meal or two on the weekends to make that 20%. But then all the other days and all the other time throughout the week, you want to be eating clean. You want to be eating healthier foods. You want to be making good decisions with the type of food that you're eating. And then the other side of flexible nutrition, I don't care whether you want to get shredded or if you just want to drop some weight, you have to know how many calories you need to eat to start dropping body fat. I don't care if you do the 80-20 thing, if you don't know how many calories you need to eat, how much protein you need to eat on a daily basis, you're gonna find yourself getting inconsistent results. You know what I'm saying? Where I see some guys, they lose 5 pounds, gain it back, lose 5 pounds, gain back 10 pounds. And that's because they're not aware of how many calories and protein they need to eat. And so nail that stuff down first, okay? Nail down how many proteins and calories you need to eat on a daily basis. And then from there you say, okay, I'm gonna do the 80-20 rule, or I'm gonna do the 90-10 rule. Like for somebody like myself, let's say I'm getting ready for a photo shoot or something like that. I just bought me a new Corvette and you know, I was like, okay man, I gotta do me like a little photo shoot or something like this. And so for like a week, I did this 90-10 rule where 90% of the time I was eating healthy and clean, and then the other 10%, which is basically just like one cheat meal that week. You see what I'm saying? And just to be able to get photo shoot ready for the photos. You see what I'm saying? And so if you want to drop body fat faster, instead of doing the 80-20, just do the 90-10 if you want to get to your results a lot quicker. Number two, I kind of elaborated on this just a little bit in the first one, but instead of having cheat days and cheat weekends, just have a cheat meal or two. You know, a lot of guys, most guys, they mess up when it comes to the weekends. They do super well during the week. You know what I'm saying? They spot on with their workouts. They spot on with eating and tracking the foods they eat. But then when the weekend comes around, it's like y'all get the fuckets or something. I don't know what be going on. You just start binge eating your food, eating your wife's food, eating your kids' food. It's just crazy. It's madness. You stop it. Stop it. What you gotta do is just have a cheat meal or two, depending on what you're eating. Like what I look at as a cheat meal is like a burger and a fry, okay? Because a burger and a fry from like a Shake Shack or Five Guys, that's gonna put me right around, you get 1,600 calories total. And so it's gonna take up the bulk of my calorie intake. And I may just have one or two other clean meals the rest of that day, or maybe a protein shake. And then I may do that one more time that weekend where I eat me some tacos. But just know tacos, they're really not that filling. Unless you're just stuffing yourself with a whole lot of tacos and you washing it down with a whole lot of alcohol and tequila. And so you got to pay attention to these things, okay? And so just know, instead of doing cheat weekends, cheat days, you just want to do a cheat meal or two, especially if you're not advanced and like a professional where you pretty much already ripped up in that shape. And by the time you get all ripped up in that shape, more than likely you already know what things you can adjust and change and like manipulate in your diet to stay lean year round. Number 3, guys, you gotta stop just doing cardio. I know whenever I hear guys say they want to lose weight, they want to lose their belly fat, they want to lose the man boobs, all they talk about is, man, I'm about to go start walking. I'm about to start walking 3 to 5 miles. Man, I'm about to start hooping with my boys. I'm about to start doing cardio every day at the gym. And that's cool. I'm not telling you not to do that stuff. But what I'm telling you is, if you drop all that weight and you're not lifting weights, you're not gonna look the way you wanna look. You're not gonna get the results that you think you're gonna get. Because most times when guys come to me and they're doing it this route where they're not doing any weightlifting, they didn't drop weight, but they look skinny fat. They look weak, they look frail. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they're not building muscle mass. And that comes from lifting weights. We can't build muscle just doing cardio. We build muscle from hitting that iron, baby, from picking up some heavy ass weights. And so you need to be hitting the gym. Fuck all that body weight stuff. Hit the gym, start lifting some weights, leg presses, hit the legs, chest presses, hit the chest, pull-ups, hit the back, biceps, shoulders. You need to be doing all of it. Don't just be doing no ab exercise, do everything so you can have a total package. And so make sure that you're lifting weights a good 3-4 days a week, and then mix in some cardio as well with that. So that way you're burning body fat, you're feeling good, and you're looking good at the same time, baby. And number 4, mindful eating. Guys, listen, some of y'all know y'all need to do better. You know you be eating some bullshit. You know you be drinking some bullshit. You drinking all these sweet teas, these lemonades, these sodas. Man, that stuff is no good, all right? And so when it comes to being able to, drop body fat and burn fat while eating your favorite foods, you still gotta eat sensibly. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta eat with a little bit of discipline and just awareness of, all right, I'm going overboard right here. I'm doing a little too much. You see what I'm saying? And so instead, you just need to pay attention. Just say to yourself, I'm satisfied. I'm full. You ate you a meal and you satisfied and full. Don't just keep stuffing yourself. It's okay to push away the plate once you get full and comfortable. And another rule that I go by is don't eat to 100%. Only eat to 80%. 100% is like you full and you damn near ready to pass out and go to sleep. 80% is you're comfortable. All right, you could eat a little bit more, but you're comfortable and you can still get up and move around and navigate life. That's what you want, okay? But if you're stuffing yourself eating like a pig, that's no good. You go find yourself, you go fuck around and get a big old ass stomach. And so you want to make sure that you're eating sensibly, all right? And also cutting back on the sugar, cutting back on the fried foods, cutting back on the processed foods. When you do these things, this is how you're gonna be able to, eat the foods that you enjoy eating, but still drop body fat. But just know at the same time, it's mindful eating, all right? And mindful drinking, because I know some of you guys be drinking. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And if you want more step-by-step guidance, you want a game plan on what steps you need to take when you hit the gym, what you need to do with your nutrition, down in the description, you'll see a link down there where you can book a game plan call with me so that we can discuss your goals, your lifestyle, what's working, what's not working, and to figure out if I can put together a game plan for you, because everything we do over here is customized, which means it supports your lifestyle and the goals that you want to accomplish. We're not doing none of that cookie cutter bullshit over here. So if that's something that you want, that's something that you're ready for, hit that link below, book the game plan call, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, we out of here, champs. Let's get it.